Hello students, today's video is regarding a very important chapter of auditing only. The name of the chapter you are seeing on the screen, that is vouching. I will talk about each and every kind of thing which is included in this chapter, that is vouching. First of all, what is vouching, what is vouchers means? Listen, every transaction should have a documentary proof. So there should be a voucher. Auditor asks for voucher, then checks the books of account and matches it. Then only auditing will be done. If we do not have the vouchers, then an auditor takes a written statement from the manager if the voucher is not present with the manager. Now I am going towards its definition, its perfect definitions. So according to G.R. Bartley Boy, he says that vouching means testing the truth of items appearing in the books of original entry. Books of original entry here means journal entry book. I am speaking these definitions again, which is vouching according to the G.R. Bartley Boy. Vouching means testing the truth of items appearing in the books of original entry. And according to D. Paula, he has said that vouching does not means merely the inspections of receipt with the cash book, but improves the examinations of transactions of the business together with documentary and other evidence of sufficient validity to satisfy an audit that such transactions are in order, have been properly authorized, and are correctly recorded in the books. This is the perfect definitions of vouching, which is given by D. Paula. If you write the definitions of D. Paula by listening me, and make sure that if you write these definitions in examination, you will just able to get very good marks as far as these chapters and these questions is been concerned. Now I am done with definitions of vouching. Now I'm moving towards the objective of vouching. Objective of vouching, here the 5 points is needs to be explained by me. Those 5 points are: to know the accuracy of vouchers. Yes, by the help of vouchers, by the doing vouching, we could get the accuracy of voucher, that whether vouchers are in correct measured, are in correct place and correctly recorded or not. Next is to know the accuracy and truth of the entries. While having the vouchers, we could get match with the entries which we have done, so it acts as an accuracy and truth of the entries. To know the entries of the transaction, yes, it's for sure that while having the vouchers we can easily able to detect the entries of transactions. Next is to know the entries of outside transactions. Yes, every transactions needs a voucher, so with the help of vouchers we could get the information that what are the outside transactions that is been happen in our company. And next is at last knowledge about authentic transactions. Knowledge about authentic transactions means transactions done in the knowledge of authorized person or not. Transactions done in knowledge of authorized person or not, like for example till 10,000 rupees transactions done by lower management, till 50,000 rupees transactions done by middle management, and till 1 lakh rupees transactions done by higher management or top authority. So these are the objects of vouching. Now I'm moving towards importance of vouching. In importance of vouching, we are getting total 5 importance. Those 5 importance are: vouching is the backbone of auditing. Yes, here the question can be asked in a form of a statement also. These are the 5 statements which you are seeing on the screen. These 4 statements can be asked in the examination as in the form of statement and explain. But if in the examination it is our importance of vouching, then you need to explain these statements only as in the form of points. Now I am going to give each and every kind of points its explanation, so please note it down. First is vouching is the backbone of auditing. Explain. Look, main aim of auditing is to detect errors and fraud. For proving the true and fairness of results presented by income statement and balance sheet, vouching is only way of detecting all sorts of errors and planned frauds. So it is the backbone of auditing. Next is vouching is the essence of auditing. Audit not only checks the accuracy of books of account, but also checks whether the transactions are related to business or not. All the transactions are performed after the prior approval of concerned authority or not. Transactions are real or not, because an accountant may include fictitious transactions too to commit frauds. All these facts can be found with the help of vouching. So vouching is essential for auditing. Next is vouching is the soul of auditing. When there is soul in the human body, only then its importance exists. In the absence of soul, human body becomes important less. In the same way, vouching is the soul of auditing because it is vouching on the basis of which only the works of audit proceeds ahead. Next is vouching is the fundamental work of auditing. If vouching is correct, then we can get true information regarding the balance sheet, verifications of assets and liability is done correctly or not. Next comes voucher. Voucher means that documentary proof of auditing is said to be as vouchers, on the basis of which auditing are done. Documentary proof are of two types. First is original voucher and second one is collateral vouchers. We can also say the voucher are of two types, original vouchers and collateral vouchers. If we ask about original vouchers, invoice of credit sale or sales is called original voucher, and collateral vouchers means agreement of sale. If in the case of original voucher got misplaced, then the collateral vouchers will work in progress if it is needed. Next comes vouching for all books. We have lots of books prepared in the company as in the form of subsidiary books. So vouching of each and every kind of book is necessary. First is vouching of cash book. Vouching of cash book, here the first point comes vouching of receipt side of cash book and vouching of payment side of cash book. If we ask about vouching of receipt side of cash book, look, रिसिप्ट साइड में इंटरनल चेक सिस्टम सही है या नहीं, जो कैश है वो बैंक में जमा हुआ है कि नहीं, कैश बुक आर मैच्ड विद द पासबुक, receipts of deposits are there or not, authorized person are appointed or not, whether any false receipt should not be made, if not then what is then the signatures, well signature is there or not. Item of the receipt side of the cash book includes cash sales, receipt of interest and dividend, bill receivable, rent receipt, commission receipt, receipt from debtor, receipt from sale of assets, remittance from agent मतलब अभिकर्ताओं से प्राप्ति, receipts from sale of shares, receipt from insurance policy. These are the things which is needs to be taken care of. This is the first point, vouching of receipt side of cash book. Next comes vouching of payment side of cash book. In vouching, the payment of auditor merely seeks proof that the money is paid away or not. In this, first is whether payment has been done to right person or not, is study of payment period, accurate payment has been done or not, whether payment done is concerned with the business or not, payment done should be authorized or not, to check the reality of payment, due date of payment and truthness of voucher, to check the records regarding payment, truthness of payment. These are the things which needs to be taken into consideration as far as the vouching of receipt side and cash and payment side of the cash book is been concerned. This is the first book. Next comes vouching. Vouching of cash book में vouching of different payment is also be included. What type of payment is there? What type of voucher should be included? So payment includes cash purchase, payment through bank, payment of salary, payment of wages to creditors, of land and building, payment of plant machinery, purchase of furniture, purchase of plant machinery, purchase of land building, purchase of investment, payment of bills payable, payment of dividend, payment of interest, payment of commission, rent, insurance premium, director fees, traveling fees, bonus, preliminary expenses, bank charges, railway, freight, custom, and postage and petty expenses. These all include in payment option, which comes under vouching of payment side of cash book. Look, these lots of things is there of which voucher should be present in the books of account. Next come purchase book. Vouching of purchase book मतलब उधार माल की details are required in purchase books and related vouchers are present or not, credit purchase, party is there or not, agreement is there or not, these things should be checked off. Next is vouching of sales book, means the udhar mal ki details are recorded here. Also the things which has been given as in lease form, those goods details are recorded in the sales book, and related vouchers are present or not should be seen by auditor, like credit sales, party name and agreement, just like purchase book. Next come vouching of purchase return book. debit note are present or not, it is low then the purchase amount is not here or there or not, and vouching of sales return book means credit notes are present or not, if it is low then the sales amount is not there or not, and the payments are done or not regarding this. These kinds of things is been done in purchasing return book and sales return book. This is very simple things. Then it is vouching of bills payable book, customers will pay or not, it is in the suspense, so bills are produced and vouchers also presented, then only it is to be seen as protected. Next is bills vouching of bills receivable book, and if vouchers of bills receivable book are there, then there is easy to transact any transactions done. Next is journal proper, the things which do not appear in above all the books which I have explained you comes in the journal proper, like credit sale of furniture, credit purchase of furniture. So these items are come in vouching, and vouchers related to this acknowledged by an auditor. Next comes verifications and needs of liability. What does verification of needs of liability means? Here, according to Spicer and Pegler, this is one definition, which is the verification of asset implies an inquiry into the value, ownership and title, existence and positions, and the presence of any charges on the asset. This is the perfect definitions of according to Spicer and Pegler as far as the verifications of needs and liabilities are concerned. Next is objects of verification. Here there is 8 points. Existence of asset is there or not, object of proper valuations, ownership of the institutions of an asset, clarifications of position of asset, central on fraud and misappropriation, knowledge about real presentations of liability, mathematical accuracy and floating charges. Next comes principles of verifications. First is physical inspection, means physical existence as well as the values are also examined. Next is principle review, which means review means transactions are recorded and authorized. Next is recomputations, when values are recomputed to check truthness or recorded values. Next is comparison, compare the value of assets and liability from balance sheet and other books of account. Next is confirmation, means certifications of asset appear in balance sheet, position lies in enterprise hand. And at last, examinations of documents, to check related documents related to asset and liability are true or false. So there are total 6 principles. I am going to repeat each and every principles again. Physical inspections, principal review, recomputations, comparison, confirmation and examinations of documents. Next comes verifications of different assets. Verifications of different assets means verification of freehold and land and building, verification of leasehold building, verification of plant machinery, of furniture and fixtures, wages and liability. These verifications of different assets is been done, like what is the value, when it is bought, whether it is not in the form of loan or not, it is by the name of company or not. And here according to J.R. Bartley Boy, there is one definition here in verification of different assets is according to J.R. Bartley Boy, who says in verifying the liabilities, auditor has to see that all liability is shown at proper figures and no liability is omitted. Next, here comes object of verifications of liability. Here first is existence, whether the liability shown in the balance sheet are having the existence in the present world or not should be verified. Next is completeness, all liability are perfectly mentioned in the balance sheet or not, and contingent liability are shown in the footnote or not. Next is valuations, the valuation made of liabilities are true, it is checked, it should not be written in increased or in decreased way. Next is disclosure, all the liabilities of company are written in different heads of balance sheet, it is written or not is being seen by the auditor. Next is verifications of liability by the auditor. Here the first is reliability of liability is stated in the balance sheet, means as an auditor he should see that all liability shown in the balance sheet or not. Next is amount of liability, whether the amount of liability are true or not, so this should be seen by the auditor. Next is descriptions of liability, descriptions of liability are written in the respected heads or not, should be examined by the auditor. Next is liability should be related to business concern, it is needed that the liability which are shown in the balance sheet should be related to the business concern or not. Next is real liability and contingent liability. Real liability are those liability which are directly shown, directly recorded in the balance sheet, but contingent liability are shown in the form of footnote. Next is verifications of different liability. Main heads of balance sheet liability side should be verified, like verification of share capital according to Companies Act or not. The cash book and passbook are matched. Verification of reserves and fund. Verifications of unpaid dividend. Verifications of proposed dividend. Verification of creditors. Verification of bills payable. Verification of debentures, forfeitures of share. Verifications of provisions for taxation. Verification of contingent liability, verification of loan, verification of outstanding liability. These are the verifications of liability that should be done by the auditor. So here is the end of this video. I have talked to you about lots of things. Verifications and vouching is been covered in this video. Hope you have liked this video. I've given each and every explanations of each and every statement. Due to the lots of point in it, I have not written the explanation of each and every point, but I have spoken in front of you. You please listen it carefully and note it in your copy so that you could get the high marks. Thank you, and do subscribe my channel Manish Kumar Verma Important Topics to get all important lectures regarding the BCom. Thank you.